What's good? What's good? What's good? We back. It's been a minute, but we back. Blue Dollar Podcast, man. Randy
Yup,
with Jeff. We back,
yup.
man. We gonna get into it, man. It's been a minute, so we gonna have to do some talking. Jeff, you wanna say what's up to the people real quick before we
Man,
start?
it was good. It was good, man. We took a little short break, little recess. You know what I'm saying? But we jumping right back into it like we never left. So let's get to it, man.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So, what happened during our little break, man? Julio Jones got traded, man, to the damn Titans, man, for
Yeah.
a second round pick and a fourth round pick. Now, as far as the trade go, you think it's a good trade? Like, who won out of this trade, really? We know the Titans won, but let's go deep into it. You feel me?
You gotta say honestly, I think both teams won this in this instance, like because like you said, they got a first round
No, they
and it
actually
was
got a second round pick for next year and a
okay,
2023 fourth round pick.
fourth round pick. Honestly, bro, they got what he was actually worth for because honestly, Julio, you can't beat Father Time and he up there in age, not saying he's not elite still, but for some reason your value decreases as you get older in age, only because, as you get older, your body starts to wear and tear. You know what I mean? He has a couple of history of injuries here and there. So you never know, man. The body don't necessarily heal like it used to in your 20s for some reason, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, he can still ball now. He's still top 10 in my book. Receivers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you may disagree, but he representing right now out there for the old heads out there right now. It's crazy. Yeah, we saying Julio is one of the vets of the league now. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't seem like he's been in the league that long, but he's considered a vet now. So, man, honestly, bro, man, it's a win definitely for the Titans because they got a seasoned vet along with A.J. Brown and Tannehill. Then you got Derrick Henry in that backfield as well. Man, I ain't gonna lie, the Titans offense right now, they in the top 5 automatically right now. Top 5, baby.
Yeah, I agree with you on the fact that they're gonna be a top 5 offense with Julio. But I feel like both teams won, you feel me? Especially with the Falcons because they had a clear cap anyway. And
exactly.
They had a clear cap.
There you go.
And the thing about that is it's also going to force them to actually use Kyle Pitts now because, they drafted him with a 4th overall pick. So they're going to force feed him. And plus, they still got Calvin Ridley. And plus, they still got Hayden Hurst, the other tight end they signed. So they still got weapons done.
So I want to ask the question. Do you think Julio would have stayed if they went a different route besides Kyle Pitts, though?
Actually, I think Kyle Pitts was going to be the pick regardless, man, because they just going to add to the offense to give – their initial thought was to add to the offense to give Matt Ryan all he needed for his last hurrah, you feel me, his last year there, basically.
Last push.
Next year.
Yeah, man, look, honestly, bro, I ain't going to lie. To me, Kyle Pitts wasn't a bad pick. If you wasn't going to go quarterback, you might as well go Kyle Pitts.
Best
you know
player
what I'm saying?
available.
Right, exactly. So, to me, honestly, I think they got that pick wrong as far as for the future. I mean, and it's crazy because both Matt Ryan and Julio is up there in age, so they both on a time schedule. You know what I'm saying? So, you're gonna make somebody unhappy regardless. Whether if you go quarterback and make Matt Ryan unhappy, or you go what they went with Kyle Pitts and make Julio feel like, you know what, I need to go somewhere else because right now we ain't built to win the championship, let alone our division. You know what I'm saying? With the defending champs, Tampa Bay back, they finna run it back. Look like they finna run it back again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man. I honestly, bro, I think Julio made a good move for his career-wise if he's running for rings because, that goes back to one of our discussions before where are we putting guys in the Hall of Fame without rings? And you could definitely put Julio in the Hall of Fame without rings. So I think this would be a good for his legacy as far as, as him trying to get that ring and solidify his career as one of the best wide receivers in the game. So,
yeah, but it's a win-win for both. Yeah, Falcons had a clear cap and Titans needed another receiver because they lost Corey Davis to the Jets in the offseason.
You're right about that.
They had
about that.
So now that we say that, now off of that, do you still think Julio is a number one wide receiver in the league, like caliber wise?
I think so. I think so. He hasn't showed any notions that he's fallen off his game, man. I still see a lot of young corners struggle to defend him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put him up there with Megatron or Calvin Johnson, but at the same time, it's hard to deny that, man, he's still giving guys a run for their money, man. Like, these fresh and these vet corners out there struggling with him. So, they may catch him off guard here and there. I ain't gonna lie, honestly, bro, he ain't got the best quarterback really throwing him the ball. Because you give him like a goddamn Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees type of quarterback, man, his stats might be even sicker than what they is right now, honestly. So, that's just my opinion. But
Matt Ryan
he's still number one.
Isn't a bad quarterback, though.
He's not. He's not. I'm not saying
he gets the job done.
But he gets the job done, and that's it. He's not going to push. He doesn't make nobody around him better. Because I feel like Julio made him better and sent it his talent, his play. You see what I'm saying? Like, actually, that is more the weapons he have versus him, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he doesn't have the best offensive line to work with either. Atlanta has struggled to keep a good offensive line to protect him. So we're not going to deny that. Like, that man really does what he can with little what he has. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just going to give him that pass because at the same time, bro, we've seen a lot of top-tier quarterbacks do more with less. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, though, he played a lot without Julio, man. He still was putting up similar numbers with or without Julio in the lineup.
You're right. He was. I'm not discrediting Matt Ryan. He's a top caliber quarterback. But my thing is, are you putting Matt Ryan in the Hall of Fame without rings?
That's a very good question. I don't know. You got to look at Phillip Rivers, too. He don't have any rings, but he a certified Hall of Famer. So, and I feel like
you know what?
They are neck and neck. So
they are. Honestly, I'll give the edge to Matt Ryan because he has at least have gotten to a Super Bowl. So even though Phillip Rivers has had some nice runs in the postseasons when San Diego was on top of their shit, when the Chargers was on top of their shit back then, when the running game was tight. Damian Thomason, they had who else? They had who they had the tight end?
They had Antonio Gates. You
know what I'm saying? Like that was his best weapon ever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel now. You take away Matt Ryan's best weapon of his whole career, Julio away.
We got to see.
We're gonna see now.
For a whole season, we're gonna see. But when he didn't have him, he still was putting up similar numbers because he still had Calvin really doing his thing.
But to me, that's the team's good job of replacing those talents. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it shows to me, is that them teams was able to keep talent around him. Not that, he's actually ascending the other players around him's talent. Like, no, it's that the organization is doing a great job scouting out players and putting the right people around them. So,
yeah, as far as right now, the Falcons got a rookie head coach, which you can see why he chose to get rid of the wide receiver instead of the quarterback. It's going to be hard to start with a rookie quarterback than missing a receiver when you're starting out as a head coach. So.
It's harder to bounce back when you're making that transition between quarterbacks and the skilled players. So that's facts.
Yeah. But as far as number one wide receiver status, I don't think Julio has that anymore because he get hurt too much. And honestly, even when he came back last year, he looked like he lost a step. So I don't think he has that talent in him to be a number one receiver to take over a game and all that stuff. I still like him to make an impact, but not to the point where he's going to take over a game. Not like other top receivers out there like Devontae Adams and all that stuff. He's not up there like that anymore. He probably outside of the top 10 for me. He's like around 11 or 12.
So who you right now? You said top 12?
He's outside of the top 10. Now, as far as how outside of the top 10 he is, I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? Okay, only time to tell then. All right, we ain't gonna really dive in too much into that, but
yeah, that's a subject for another day. That's a subject.
Yeah, but I my opinion, I think he's the number one option on any team right now that need a wide receiver right now. You know what I'm saying? I need that other because teams still gonna respect Julio's talent. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just not put somebody one-on-one with him and thinking, oh, he got him by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that'd be a bad move for a lot of defensive corners if they're thinking that he lost a step. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be a mistake on their part, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Now, as far as how the Titans gonna look this year with him, like, what do you think, man? When they got with Julio on the team now, how you think the offense gonna look? I know you think it's gonna be a top 5, but how far you think they're gonna be able to go?
Man, you saw what we did last season and the season before that. So I mean, they definitely got the right mindset as far as, I mean, man, it's crazy because I'm still struggling with their defense, man. Yeah. Like 2 seasons ago, their defense was one of the top defenses in the league. And then last season, man, it did not look the same at all, man. Like, they could not get no pressure on the goddamn quarterbacks, and they couldn't defend the deep ball for shit. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's a struggle right now for me. But I think their offense is definitely gonna be up there. I mean, they're gonna compete now because they actually got some competition now in their division. Looks like with the Colts and also with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now they actually got a quarterback in Jacksonville, so
I mean,
interesting to see.
That's kind of shaky, man. I mean,
it's shaky.
That Clemson shit, man, be fool sometimes. I don't believe that Clemson shit.
No, I ain't gonna write them off, bro. Cause look, man. As far as Urban Meyer, great coach. Hasn't had his just testing his feet in the pros, but as far as collegiate record goes, he's one of the greats as far as college wise in my book. As far as now in the modern era of football.
I mean, we don't know if that offense gonna work in the league though. I mean, Chip.
You right. I mean, I really don't know what style offense he's gonna go with.
He's gonna go with what he knows. He's not gonna go with anything different.
But I'm saying what he knows may not play with his team's strengths, with his quarterback strength on offense. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta, man, to me, man, the most basic thing you can do for a young quarterback is at least give him something he can work with. Like, give him some plays that's not too difficult for him to run. To get him to settle his nerves. It ain't gotta be like that for the ongoing season, but put a couple plays in there that he's familiar with, so he's not dumbfounded when he gets the lead. Like, this is like a brand new show to him. Because a lot of offensive coordinators make that mistake with rookie quarterbacks. They put them in these brand new ass systems they don't have. They first time ever doing, instead of playing to their strengths, dog. Play to your player's strengths, because at the end of the day, they on the field. They gotta make this shit work. You see what I'm saying? So put them in the best situation to succeed. Don't just throw them in your way or the highway, because to me that ain't gonna work. But we could talk about that another day. But I mean, that's my opinion, bro. Like, okay, as far with the Titans, bro, they gonna make noise. They gonna make noise. They're gonna be top 5 caliber. They already got one of the best running games in the league. Know what I'm saying? They already got Tannehill showed that he's actually a top 10 quarterback in this league. You know what I'm saying? He put up in. Now.
Yeah,
he definitely he's certified to me now. Like, he's certified. So as far as they got a decent O-line, they got a decent tight end, they got weapons around them. So honestly, man, they looking like the newer version of kind of like the Saints offense in a sense.
Nah, I ain't going that far. The Saints.
I'm gonna go that far.
They never had no running game like that, boy.
What? Come on, man. Stop disrespecting
Kamara ain't no Derrick Henry. Not running wise.
He's not, but he's deadly in the passing game. He's like a 2-3 dimensional type of player, bro.
But the Titans don't need Derrick Henry to do all that stuff in the passing game.
But that would be a great weapon. If Derrick Henry could be just as good as Kamara is in the pass, man, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Look, man, Alvin Kamara, if he had just half the size Derrick Henry got, man, that boy would be number 1.
No.
Easy.
No.
Easy. Easy. All right, but
honestly, I think the Titans gonna win the division. I think they're gonna probably have the number 2 seed at the end of the season.
To see, yeah, I can see that. Maybe three. Just depending on because how I'm looking at it right now, I'm thinking the coach gonna give them a run for their money.
I mean, yeah, they
can.
They can, but
it's so good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only.
They're gonna have to outscore people. They're gonna be doing a lot of outscoring.
Let's be real. The Texans are easy to win on all three. To me, on the Jacksonville, Colts, and Tennessee's record. That's an easy 2-0 right there to me. Like they're gonna all three of them teams gonna sweep them. They might have the worst record in the fucking league since the 0-16 Browns. So honestly, bro, that division's up between the Colts and the Titans. I just want to see what Wentz gonna do with that offense they got. Cause they got a nasty run game, decent passing game, but we'll see what they do with their passing game. Get some weapons around them. To me, that's gonna be the battle right there, man. That's gonna be the main key battle right there for the division.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna like at the end of the day though, man. I don't like the Colts offense like that because they're gonna try to run the ball and keep the ball as much out of Wentz's hands as possible, and you can't.
You never know. You never know, man. Because new team, different coach. So I just want to see what they do with them. But like I said, I think the Titans gonna be definitely in that top 5 as far as offensive wise. They're gonna be a problem for defensive coordinators, man. Like they're gonna be a problem.
They're gonna be the number 2 seed, bro. I'm telling you, man. Derrick Henry's still gonna have a 5 season. Julio Jones, he's not to tell you the truth, he's not the number 1 receiver on this team. AJ Brown is.
AJ, you're right. Now he is. Of course, to me, this is still AJ Brown's offense as far as weapon, like outside threat wise. So they're not just gonna throw him away just because Julio coming into the show. But I'm saying this, teams is not going to sleep on Julio. They're not going to support AJ Brown too. So teams going to actually, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a headache for you coordinators. Because you already got that monster in the backfield. You got to already worry about the run game. Now you got to worry about the passing game too. She's going to be ridiculous, bro. It's going to be fucking ridiculous. If the Titans defense tighten up, man, they easy number 1. I like, you know what I'm saying? They're an easy team. They're going to be in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, but they didn't do enough to tighten up, man. I don't even think they got a pass rush or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to outscore a lot of people, and that's how they're going to beat a lot of people. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying, right? It's like, who's going to keep up with them, though?
At least,
you know what I'm saying? Because they, man, honestly, bro, all they defense got to do is get maybe 2 or 3 good stops in the whole game, right? And let's say the Tennessee go up by 21 points. All they got to do is run the ball, milk the clock out, bro. That's it. All you got to do is kill the clock. You know what I'm saying? So, and guess what? They can still score points just doing that. You know what I'm saying? Keep the ball moving.
Exactly. So they get a big league, they can just take off with it.
Yeah.
That's where it's at with the Titans, man. So on to the next subject, man. We were talking about this earlier, man. Now, as far as sports, organized sports, man, they always say one of the most important things to a team sport is the head coach. And there's some sports that the head coach isn't really a factor. He's just there just to beat up, man. So how you feel about head coaches in general in team sports, man? You think they really are useful or they just there just to be there?
Well, let's start by saying, first of all, what's the definition of the coach? What is he supposed to be there for? You know what I mean? He's supposed to guide this team to success, make this team as successful as possible, right? So, and it does depend on what sport we're talking about. So, you got your individual sports like boxing, mixed martial arts, track and field, swimming, gymnastics. You got team sports, basketball, football, hockey, soccer. So honestly, bro, yes, it does matter in all aspects of sports, individual and team sports. It matters just because we have seen teams that have top tier talent, right? And for some reason, you're like, damn, why they can't get it together? A great example, I'm not going to even throw them out there like that, but I'm going to say the Clippers. Everybody had the Clippers meeting up with the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals to see who go to the championship, right? They end up losing. In the second round. Why? I think because of coaching. Because the talent is there. It's there. And you can say, oh, Paul George ain't do what he was supposed to do and this and that, right?
Hey, don't say that about playoff P, man.
Man, look.
Don't say that about playoff P.
I got a lot of respect for playoff P, Paul George. Honestly, that man easily could be put on any team and make them a playoff team, a championship caliber team. I think so.
Playoff team, but championship caliber, no. We seen that in Indiana.
I'm gonna say playoff. I'm gonna say yeah.
And now we see it now with the Clippers.
He had little to work with Indiana. I'm not gonna even talk about Indiana. He had that much to work with Indiana. He still made them a playoff team. He didn't have that much help, right? Coaching was decent. He had a nice coach, decent coach.
He got a better coach now. He had a better coach the past 2 seasons.
So you gonna say Ty Lue better than the head coach right now for the Lakers?
The head coach right now.
That's who we had when he got Indiana. That's who Paul George coach was. Head coach was when he was in Indiana.
He better than back then probably not, but now he is.
Oh, I disagree with that, but man, look, all I'm gonna say is as far as coaching wise, man, it matters because we have the right and like in football, for some reason, players play better for certain coaches. They get motivated better. Some coaches could bring out the better in players. You know what I mean? I say this a lot, man. With like there's a lot of college teams right now that can recruit a lot of good top 5-star players, right? But they play like shit. Them players did not develop past high school or they first year in college for some reason. And I'm wondering why. I'm like, man, it's coaching. It's got to be coaching, bro. It start at the coaching level. For some reason, the player development is a big factor nowadays, man, because everybody got all this advanced on sports centers where they train and develop their players, to be stronger, faster, smarter players. My thing is too, are they really? What are they focusing on when they develop these players? You know what I'm saying? Is it mental? Is it just for show, like just building muscle and putting a product out there and hopefully they learn something and hopefully they do the best they can? Or are they actually developing these players' skill set? It's taking what they do best and elevating it. And whatever their weakness is, make them elevated as well too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Actually identify your players' weaknesses and making them better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only a few teams that's doing that, bro. It's only a very few. You can see that with Alabama players. Mind you, they're getting 5-star caliber players. But man, these boys they already ready for the league.
They got a system in place.
They got a
system in place.
And honestly, bro, it's mental too, bro. This shit mental. It ain't just physical to me because football is it's like it's 50% mental, man. If you go out there, I done been in games, bro, where my teammates was already psyched out before we even played the teams. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Why these dudes like that? And it's been games where we feel like, oh, we the number one team in the whole country. Bitch gotta beat us today, and you get something way different out of players like that. You know what I'm saying? You build your players up to play like with a chip on their shoulder, like, hey, we know you the best player out there, you the best corner, the best defensive rusher, whatever, best pass rusher, all that. If you hype your players up to that level, psyche-wise, bro, you get something out of them different. You get more out of them versus you just just run this play and do this and do that, and hoping they do the best they can. And then when they mess up and you on the sideline yelling at them, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna want to play for you. He gonna play like shit. He gonna be discouraged now. Now he timid to play. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, bro, I think that shit matters totally, man. You need a good head coach in place to get the best out of the players, man, on any team.
I mean, in football, the head coach is important because the head coach is the CEO of the team. Like, they the ones who put everything in place under him on the team as far as the assistant coaches to the players they bring in and all that stuff. Sometimes the head coach is even a coordinator or either offense or defense, and they calling their own plays too. So a head coach can have many hats, and they are essential to the success of a football team. Now that's football. Basketball, that shit ain't really a factor like that, man. If you got the players, man, the players gonna take you where they gonna take you at that point. Like, for example, man, we go back to the original Big Three with in Boston with Paul Pierce and Rondo and KG.
Yeah,
like
they had Doc Rivers out there.
Yeah, Doc Rivers was all right, but as far as like championship coach, he wasn't that, man. They had to go get. He wasn't a championship caliber coach, man, until he got the Big Three, and he ain't really had to do much after that. You feel me? They essentially carried him all the way to the championship, man. Like they did their thing, and he had to get the three biggest superstars on his team to do that. And I hate to say it, man, even the Heat, man, when we had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, man, like Eric Spoelstra wasn't a head coach he is now. Back then when they came.
Yeah, he developed. Yeah, he got better over the years.
Yeah, but with them first couple championships, that was strictly off the talent of LeBron and Wade and Bosh, man. Like, essentially, especially with LeBron, he's like the head coach on the court, man. Like, he controls the ball in the tempo.
But to me, they already had a championship caliber team before LeBron came, because.
I mean, it was a gap between 06 when we won that first championship and then when LeBron came. And
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's a gap, though. And we're falling off between then. And that's why Wade went and got Bosh and LeBron, man, because he couldn't do it by himself.
Well, we had to compete with super teams. That was the era when Boston came out with three all-star players on one team. And for some reason, it was unfamiliar, but it wasn't, right? Because you could arguably say Michael Jordan, the Bulls, when they went on their run, they had all them all-star players on their team too. So it was like a fucking flash of the past, like pretty much. Like Boston just took what the Bulls did and just incorporated it in their team. You know, they went and got the best available players, supporting players too, which was key too, because you had to figure out that rotation between Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen.
But when you got players like that, they're going to take you there regardless, man.
Right, but they by then, they was already vets, bro. Them dudes had easy 5+ seasons in the league already by that time.
All right,
so probably even 10. I won't say that, because at the same time, bro, the head coach got to make that shit work. He gotta make that shit be able to function as one team cohesion, because who's to say all these different you got all this star talent. All these three players got big egos, and all of them think they deserve more time with the ball, or they should be running this play or running the plays through them, right? Mm-hmm. So as a coach, you got to come in there, look, understand, we may be this may work for you. I feel like as a team, this will work better for the team while we run this system. And we share the ball. Of course, we won't share the ball around, but we mainly stick to this role.
But this ain't football where you calling plays every play, man. This is basketball. Essentially, you got to go out there and just make some shit happen.
And which is true. It's two different sports. Yeah, two different sports. But at the same time, my thing is, though, bro, you need to establish who's the general of that team. And to me, the coach is the general. And then he's the general, bro.
On paper. On
paper, call it what you want, but you gotta have at least some type of respect from your players, bro.
I mean,
you have to, because you could be in a heated. You could be in a tough game. It could be a real close game, and when it come down to the wire, that coach gotta draw up that play for them to run to either execute to win the game, because that could be the difference between winning and losing. You know what I'm saying? Is that coach taking his players down? Hey, okay, come. I need you to do this. I need you to do that, and get them to listen to him, respect what he's saying, and actually trust what he's saying.
So you think LeBron actually ain't gonna have an input on what play in that situation?
LeBron is like every other player in that league, bro.
Okay.
No player going up. Cause you act.
No,
listen. You have to understand, bro. It's a difference between being a top player, because LeBron don't draw them plays. But LeBron didn't come
but he
into the
okays
league
him though.
running his.
He
But
okays
that's
him.
what I'm saying though. There still has to be some type of level of respect between a coach and a player, a star player at that. It has to be, bro. It just can't be all about that star player. It can't. There has to be some type of common ground to where, hey, I understand what you're saying, but let's trust me and let's run this play. Let's do it like this. And guess what? If you lose as a team, not as an individual. You see what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be headlines where they're gonna call out the coach, where the coach's job gonna be on the line, and he's gonna have to make an executive decision and be like, "Nah, chill out. This is what we're gonna do. Calm down. I need you to run this play and trust the process. Trust what I'm telling you."
I'm telling you, LeBron ain't on that, bro. LeBron gonna that shit. He gonna change
that
shit.
At this point in his career, maybe not so much. Yeah, like maybe now he's kind of has a little more say so in what they're doing. But as far, man, if he was on a Greg Popovich team, he would not be calling no fucking plays. He would be, they'll be playing to his strength, best believe. But bro, he not. Why do you think he left Miami in the first?
Because he ain't had no power. He ain't really have no power like that. I mean, Spoelstra ain't had no power either.
Not Spoelstra. Who got Pat all the pull in Miami on them? Exactly.
Pat Riley
don't play that shit. He not gonna let no player. Ain't no one player gonna be bigger than the team. Ain't one player gonna come in and control the locker room. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you on that one. But Spoelstra wasn't where he was as a coach. He wasn't as much weight.
But guess what? Eric Spoelstra didn't get LeBron to Miami. Pat Riley did. Understand that. LeBron didn't come to Miami because of Eric Spoelstra. Came because of Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley got him down there. You see what I'm saying?
So LeBron, Wade, and Bosh carried Spoelstra to them championships.
You could say that.
That's what it is, Jeff.
Eric Spoelstra is.
And make no mistake, he's a great coach. Especially now, he's a great coach. I'm just talking about back then.
Back then, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Pat Riley had to get LeBron to somewhat still have some respect for Eric Spoelstra, bro. There wasn't gonna be like, oh yeah, come here, but I'm not coaching. I'm running from the background. Eric Spoelstra, I've been coaching, like he's been training under me, behind me. So I developed him as a coach. He should be you know what I'm saying? I want you to have trust, faith in me, and to let him be your head coach and trust the plays that he's gonna call for you. He's gonna put you in the right system. You know, I just need you to trust him because I trust him. You see what I'm saying? That has to be that type of level of respect, bro. Even in that point, LeBron wasn't able to just come onto any team and be like, "Oh, I'm running the show." Especially back then, players didn't have that pull they got now. You know what I'm saying? Players it had that voice to be like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to play. I want to play here." That was the beginning of that era. Was players having a voice and be like, "Now I want to play. I want to team up with this player. I want to go here. I want to go there." They have more control where they were going instead of teams just trading players and getting picks for them around whatever form. You know what I'm saying? We're in a different era now. More so now, LeBron's career, he has a little more say so now as far as what goes on the floor, as far as what plays they run and whatever type of defense, offense they in, right? But man, he was still legit, wet behind the ears, man. You can't tell. Ain't no man that ain't got no rings on this thing gonna come into any organization and say, "This is my show, this time I'm running." Man, sit your ass down and pay attention. I mean, you came here for a reason. Because you ain't got no rings, and we got a ring though. But Dwayne Wade got a ring though.
Mm-hmm.
Bosh ain't got a ring, you ain't got a ring. So y'all come here learn something. Come learn something real quick. And not take this winning ways to where you going. Take it to Cleveland. Take it to LA. You see what I'm saying?
But you still have input on that though. And matter of fact,
it's give or take, bro. It's compromise. Everybody, you know what I mean? It's a relationship at the end of the day. between a player and the head coach's relationship. You got to have a strong foundation to start that relationship. It has to be some type of trust between the two parties. Until either one of y'all break that trust, then y'all on rocky grounds. But until then, have faith in each other and trust each other, brother. So that's why I'm saying head coach. That shit, coaches matter, bro. It matters on any team, on any individual or team.
They matter to a certain extent, but they don't matter to the point of the team overall success. Because I think the players outweigh any coach that you get, especially in the NBA. You can look at Brooklyn right now. You think Steve Nash coached them all the way to the second round right now?
No, because he already has players that have rings on their fingers. His two best players. He got what? He got 2 MVP players along with one other player that's won a championship, played with LeBron, that's been in tough games, that's one of the best players at his position. Honestly, bro.
So they carrying him right now.
Right now, no, because Steve Nash is a Hall of Famer.
All right, Hall of Fame basketball player, not a Hall of Fame coach.
He's a former basketball player that has years of experience, though. So he has some type of value he can bring. He ain't like he some nobody that came from wherever. You know what I'm saying? Like they just interviewed this guy. He got the job.
That's essentially what happened.
His resume ain't as strong as as a player, as a coach. This is the first time in the first capacity of coaching I ever seen him in. So anybody's seen him in. So man, honestly, bro.
And we can even go back to football, bro. All right, let's take the Bucks. They just won the Super Bowl with Brady. Right. They ain't shooting shit but the quarterback, bro. What happened in the past couple of years, bro? Before that, 7-9.
No. Listen.
The head coach wasn't a factor.
They didn't have Fournette.
They got that shit right.
Listen, they didn't have Fournette. Didn't have Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Didn't have Gronkowski. So, and right there alone, that's a lot of your offense star power.
All right, so I mean, it's still though, like even with that, bro, the players came in and made the head coach look better. The head coach wasn't really a factor, bro.
It was a compromise, bro. It was a compromise.
Tom Brady made him change his play calling, bro, because his shit wasn't working.
They was going to leave Winston. Jameis Winston was gone regardless. It just so happened that Tom Brady thought that they would have a mutual benefit if they both teamed up if he came to Tampa Bay. You see what I'm saying? He could have went to Tennessee.
I mean, but
he could have went to Tennessee. If Tom Brady said he wanted to go to Tennessee and have Derrick Henry as his running back and have A.J. Brown outside that, y'all just get Antonio Brown here or Gronkowski here. Man, look, Tennessee winning the Super Bowl. Easy.
Yeah, but he chose to go to Tampa.
That's what I'm saying, though. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't about the head coach, though. It's about the players that he could bring in, the players that was already there.
Bruce, to me, the coach they already had in place was a good coach. Honestly,
not that good if you got to change up your whole play calling, bro, because you ain't like the shit.
Man, it was like I said, it was trial and error. Them boys, they didn't have a whole off season to really prepare for that upcoming season, man. You gotta think about that.
That make it even worse on Bruce Arians, bro. As a head coach, bro, because his players carrying him to the Super Bowl.
No, listen, Randy, they still have time. They need time to play with each other, time to develop that chemistry on the football field, bro. But it ain't just, you throw this pill on this team with this player and they gonna make magic. No, they need practice, bro. They need time to develop, run these plays together, bro. And that's the coach's job.
My argument that the players carry them.
No, I'm not. Listen, it's the coach's job to help them, put them in the best situation possible to play together, to be able to go out there on the field and be in sync. To know, hey, if you see this coverage, you know, like we're gonna do like a, you know what I'm saying, like a silent audible. If they come out in this formation, you know what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to build that relationship, that chemistry, bro. It so happens that Brady had that chemistry already a little bit with Antonio Brown and Gronkowski, right? Because he played with them before.
All right, but
he got two guys. He only got 2 guys on the field that's used to playing with Tom Brady. They got more playing time than any other player on that team. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? They're going to come in a little bit more better transition than any other player on that team, on the offense. You see what I'm saying? Not even necessarily the running back. The running back, you can learn on the go. Your job really is to tote that rock, and if you pass protection, it's to protect the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And also to learn how he plays too as well, but not more so than the wide receivers and the tight ends. That's the, to me, that chemistry takes a while to develop. It doesn't take years, but you need time in, though. You need to put time in, bro.
You still talk about the players, bro. If he didn't have those players, bro, he wouldn't go as far as they got, bro. They probably would have had an even worse record.
I'm saying all that to say that, like, the head coach, bro, Bruce Arians, he put them in a situation to be able to manage. Like, he had to compromise too. He started, I guess, mid-season, he started realizing, like, okay,
his shit ain't working.
We ain't having as much success as I thought we was gonna have. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board and let's figure this shit out. Okay, what plays can we run to make you comfortable that we can incorporate into the playbook to make you comfortable? Okay, bro, listen, them type of decisions does not go without the head coach say so. Because at any time he could pull the cord on that shit and be like, you know what? We gonna do this. He couldn't
do that because he knew that he had to adjust to Brady, and it made shit happen.
Listen, the man is the best quarterback of all time. There ain't a head coach alive except for Belichick that will go against a player like that. You see what I'm saying? You only go against a player like that only if y'all had the same success. You see what I'm saying? So he couldn't pull no stuff like that with Belichick. Belichick is stubborn. He gonna stick to his guns. He's like, nah, we ain't doing that. We gonna do it like this, bro. Man, with any other head coach in the league, guess what they gonna do? Okay, Tom Brady. Okay. Or like, you know what? I think it's a good idea. Why? Because that man has experience that you can't buy, you can't pay for, and he has a way about him that says winning. Follow me. He's a natural leader. I got y'all. I'm gonna put you on my back. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. I just need y'all to compromise. Like, go with the flow. Don't go against it. And it worked. They won the championship. We're gonna argue with results. But I'm telling you, that don't go without saying that the head coach ain't a part of that success. He's a part
of it, but he's not the biggest factor of it.
Guess what? I'm not going to even just go by the head coach. The defensive coordinators, they have a big impact too. The plays they implemented to make Mahomes uncomfortable in that backfield, including Aaron Rodgers, is a big part of their success. Do not forget that. Because early in the season, when they got their ass swept by the goddamn Saints, what was going on? They was putting on points, but that defense was looking suspect. It wasn't until later in the season they got their shit together and started figuring some shit out. What works for their defense? You see what I'm saying? So it ain't just head coaching either, bro. It's also the other side of the ball. We're talking about football. Basketball, but basketball, you ain't got no defensive coordinator. You may have an assistant coach, but the head coach normally goes over offense and defensive plays. You see what I'm saying? It's basketball. So that's the different side. That's the flip side of basketball.
On every possession, Jeff. You got to
go out. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because now you are depending on your players. Because basketball is a little more freestyle. It's a little
basketball is more player driven to success, Jeff.
No, it's not. No,
yes, it is, bro. The players are the main reason why coaches get hired or fired.
It is and it ain't. It is and it ain't. Because, man, basketball is such a fast-paced sport. There's no 6 seconds in, or we reset 6 seconds and reset. It's continuous. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to play. You got to play on the go. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to call play. Okay. That doesn't say that the head does not. Like what he's incorporating into the team doesn't matter at all, bro. Like, to me, man, that's disrespectful.
Ain't disrespectful. I mean, if the team is player driven, you gotta call it how it is, bro. Like, if you ain't got no LeBron, you ain't got no superstars in your team, you don't last coach to win something with a basic ass team was probably 06 with the Pistons, and that shit is rare. I think it was like 06, 05, 06. and when they had just had okay
Nah, I ain't gonna
players.
say no basic shit. No, they got Hall of Famers on that team. What
There
are you
ain't no
talking about?
damn Hall of Famers on those teams, bro. Rip Hamilton ain't no Hall of Famer.
Yeah, they
Ben
do.
Wallace ain't no damn Hall of Famer. Chauncey Billups ain't
Ben
no
Wallace
damn
is a
Hall
Hall
of
of Famer.
Famer. Who?
Chancey Billups a Hall of Famer too as
No, they
well.
not,
Oh, you
bro. They
disrespectful.
okay. They're
Oh
good.
my God.
They okay. They're good.
So you you not putting them in the Hall of Fame, but you put Steve Nash in the Hall of Fame in the rings?
Yeah,
Okay.
because player talent wise, yeah, they way better.
Okay.
Steve Nash is way better than Chauncey Billups, talent wise.
No, he not. No, he not. No, he not.
Come
No, he
on,
not.
bro.
No, he not at all. He's a great assist player. Don't forget that. He's a good
Steve
assist
Nash
player.
was a scorer
He's a
too.
facilitator player.
He was a
Not like
scorer
that.
too.
No. He wasn't averaging 30 points a game. Name
Bro,
me
he could
one
put up
30
30
point
if he
season he
wanted to.
ever
There was
had.
plenty of times we put
No,
up
name
30
me
points, bro.
one season. You can look it up right now. Look up one season Steve Nash averaged 30 points a season.
I
Has
know
never
he
done
ain't
that.
averaged 30 points, but he could score a 30-point game in them if he had to.
Not like that.
Which he
No,
did, bro.
At best, he's a 22,
Especially in the years he was with Dallas and Phoenix before he even got with Kobe now.
No.
Yeah,
No.
bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I'm gonna disagree with that, bro.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey Billups better than Steve Nash, bro. Come on, man. You can't be.
In my book, he is.
Bro, you ain't remember Chauncey Billups till I brought him up.
What you mean?
You ain't remember him till I brought him up.
Hold on, what that mean though?
That means you tripping.
I'm tripping. How I'm tripping?
You said Chauncey Billups better than Steve Nash. That's what you just said.
He is. You tripping?
Anyway,
all right.
I personally feel like in basketball, head coaches ain't really the biggest factor. I ain't gonna say they're a non-factor. I take that back, but they not the biggest factor in basketball. Football, they hold way more weight, but basketball, they don't hold that much weight. If you got the players gonna get you as far as the players are going to get.
I would agree with what you're saying right there as far as the impact of a head coach or coaches in football versus basketball. But to say that you would just stick any coach on a team
in basketball, yes, if you got the players,
and if they got the players, they can make a run for the championship. Is ludicrous to me. Ludicrous. I don't care what you say. That shit matter, dog. It mattered at some point. Because at some point, because for me, you can't depend on your players to be in heated situations, to be out there giving it all, their blood, sweat, and tears out there battling, and to come on the sideline with a timeout in a crucial moment in the game and to pull a play out their ass. That's ludicrous to me. It can't happen. It won't happen. It will never happen. Okay, what you say? It won't never happen.
So they just call it.
I can't expect my star player to come out there off the court, breathing, gasping, sitting down, drinking Gatorade, trying to catch his breath, and on demand pull up on the damn the drop board to come up drop a play. I can't see that. I can't see that because what you're doing now. No, but what you're doing, bro. What you're doing now with those star teams you're talking about, like with the Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James. What you're happening is if you got one player that's calling the shots, the other two superstars gonna feel some type of way. Like, motherfucker, you get paid down the same much I do. I'm just as much of a star or of a player on this team that you have more say so as you. Now you're creating conflict between players, bro. That's why that coach, he's the coach.
Bro.
What is you talking about, Randy? If me and you were a star, I'm gonna put instance, okay, I'll take it back to any sport. Like, okay, we gonna say football. We playing on Pop Warner. If you got your two star players talking about what plays they should be running, bro.
That's not gonna happen in football.
It's gonna cost a division between the team. Even in basketball, even in Pop Warner basketball.
Now, bro, basketball.
If you got your center and your star point guard,
that shit
debating on what plays they should be running, or they should do this, or y'all should this and that. bro. No, that's what
No,
the
we talk
coach is
about
there
grown.
for.
You
Even with
comparing
grown, any
AAU
sports, any
and Pop
sport, bro,
Warner.
any
No,
professional,
bro. You can't
collegiate,
you
high
can't compare
school,
little kids
whatever,
playing
bro. Call it
basketball
what
to
you
grown
want.
ass men.
Call it what, bro. No, bro. Even or at the collegiate level, good enough for you?
Not even, bro. Cause that's school, bro. We talk about NBA is a business.
Listen to what I'm saying, Randy. Listen to what I'm
I hear
saying,
what you're
bro. Listen to
saying,
what I'm
but
saying.
all right, go ahead.
This is what I'm saying, right? If you got your two players, star players on your team, going at it about what plays they should be calling, it's gonna cause a division between your teammates, bro. Between the players on the team. What the hell you need a head coach for if you got your players trying to call plays? No.
I mean,
Sit
niggas
these
know that
motherfuckers
people know
down
their role
and
though,
tell
bro.
them,
Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's roles, Randy.
all
Everybody
right,
has a
so
role to play. The
are you
janitor
so
has a role to play as far as cleaning and mopping the floor. A teacher has a role to teach the students. That's the coach, is to teach and prepare his players for game situations, bro. Stuff that they may not be prepared of. You see what I'm saying? It's up to that coach to hey, okay, this is going on. Okay, I got y'all. Look, this is what we're going to do. You see what I'm saying? To sit them down, talk to them, and let them know, hey, this is what we're going to do. It's going to work. Let's go. Let's run it. Let's run it. Have faith in it. There you go, bro. Everybody has a role to play. A player,
yeah,
bro, is to play ball. A
yeah,
coach's
but
job is to coach and lead his team. That's his role. You let the refs ref, and you let the players play. You see what I'm saying? When you
but the
got
coach
when
the
you
coach of
got the
basketball.
players, when you got the players trying to call out fouls and shit like that, no, motherfucker, just play your game. Let me refs call fouls. Do what you gotta do. You see what I'm saying? But you trying to say players could fill coaches' shoes, roles? It's ridiculous. In basketball, it cannot happen.
What you
Should
think the
never
point guard
happen.
is on the court, Joe?
Bro, listen, he's directing the play. He's the director. You see what I'm saying? He's starting to play up. He's setting the players up on the court to run. You know what I'm saying?
Point guard, right? We talk about the point guard.
Anybody. I don't care who you got at the point of the top of the three, whatever, running the play, bro.
All right.
Any player could run the play. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
To facilitate the plays, bro.
Okay.
Not just the point guard. So what I'm saying is, who sets them up for that? The coaches. The coaches. Hey,
the coaches only set that up on like a handful of plays in basketball, Joe.
Come on, man.
They can't do that for every single possession. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm not saying every possession. It's not.
So you talk about you talk about a good handful of possessions per game. What about all those other possessions, Joe? That's strictly the players making plays.
That's where it goes into where the game is not okay. It's not organized at this point. It's like kind of like going back to street ball where you fighting for every possession, where you fighting for loose balls, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, like jump balls, whatever like that. So that has to go into where your players play too, Randy. You see what I'm saying? If let's say, okay, we get a steal, we get a fast break, we get a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 situation. You either want your team to slow down, allow your whole team to come back and set up and run a play, or fuck it, we're gonna press the ball, we're gonna run a little, I'm gonna throw an alley off the board, or I'm gonna pitch it out to my man on the 3 line, let him shoot the 3 ball or whatever. Or you know what I'm saying? You have to coach and prepare your players for that type of stuff. That's just not you expect your players to just be doing that. You know what I mean? Or you should know what to do. You play ball. Why you wouldn't just throw the alley? Or why you just
I mean, if you got seasoned veterans on your team, bro, then you have the ability to do that.
That goes with time, with your players are developing that chemistry, playing together, along with the coaches, bro. Like helping them get that chemistry together, bro. Helping them find what they're good at, what best works for them, for the team, not just for the player. You see what I'm saying? Putting your players in the best situation to succeed, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I understand that, but in basketball, you can't do that as much, bro. So you still got to depend on your players to do what they got to do. That's
right.
why I see.
When it's time, let's say, okay, if the play doesn't go as the plan goes to shit, and you need your player to get this one jumper, you down by 1. You need him to make a jumper or go to the line, get fouled, go to the free throw, make these free throws. Yeah, then that's where players earn their legacy, earn their reputation as a player in the league. When in crunch time, what type of player are you? Are you gonna look to the sideline looking for your coach, or you gonna play ball? You gonna do what you gotta do? You see what I'm saying? So it goes hand in hand, though, man. You know what I'm saying? The coach.
Look how many of these coaches like getting fired and all that shit because they fall out with these star players, bro. Like that goes to show you, bro. Like it's really the players that make shit happen, bro.
No, not even, bro. Because if that coach has had a good, the organization feel like we gave you ample amount of time. We gave you players, we gave you everything you needed to be successful, and we felt like you could have done better, or you could have made a bigger, you could have made you know what I mean? Like there's certain plays you could have called that could have been better. Then you know what I mean? But honestly, bro, like I said, bro, that shit whack as hell to me when these players be dictating some of these coaches like careers, unless it's justifiable. Like, yeah, this coach fucked up. Yeah, he need to be out of here. It ain't working. Then okay, but sometimes, bro, them players shouldn't have that much control over that shit. Cause now it's to the point, man. These coaches have any type of beef with their head coach, man. It's like, especially if you ain't worth it. Like, man, look at Aaron Rodgers' situation right now. Cause Matt LaFleur got a little success right now. Cause he done made it to what? 2 NFC championship games.
Off of Aaron Rodgers' face, bro. Yeah, that's all that is.
Right, off of Aaron Rodgers. Right. So you're saying that's more off the success of Aaron Rodgers than the coach, right?
Exactly.
That's what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To a little bit, what I respect what you're saying to a certain degree, but not fully. Aaron Rodgers,
I mean, it's not fully him, but it's still Aaron Rodgers.
But I'm saying though, he can't throw the ball to himself. He don't run the balls in between the tackles.
All
so
right.
he don't pass block. He don't run. So it's a team sport, bro.
But you can't put any other quarterback back there, and that shit happened the same though, Jeff. Like look who they got now. They trying.
So if you put Aaron Rodgers on a Minnesota Vikings team, Minnesota Vikings winning the championship or getting as far as Green Bay, fuck no.
Yes.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, they're not.
Yes.
You tripping, bro.
You put Aaron Rodgers anywhere, bro, and the team will automatically be good to great.
Can't just say that, bro. Can't.
Okay, I'm just saying, bro. Like Aaron Rodgers holding out now, bro, and they trying to play that dude that they drafted
because he's the reigning MVP. He has a lot more weight. He's the most valuable player in the whole league, NFL quarterback. And it's the second one, right? Second one he won.
Yeah, even before
he got some weight. That's what I'm saying. This is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Multiple playoff runs and everything like that. Is on his way to set some records in the future, most likely. Or we already got some records. That's what I'm saying. He has a little more weight. If you think any fucking like Jared Goff or fucking Kirk Cousins gonna be like, oh, I want him gone, or I don't want to be here.
Of course not, because they're not.
Exactly. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Man, look, Aaron Rodgers, regardless, he gonna play. I bet you he play. I bet you
they kiss his ass and do whatever at the last minute for him to play because they see Jordan Love ass, bro.
No, I bet no.
Jordan Love is ass, bro. Have you been watching ESPN, NFL Network? That boy is terrible.
I don't give a fuck.
That boy is throwing like Tebow. He throwing like Tebow.
I don't give a fuck. But hey, that's on them. They ain't do right by him. I'm not saying he's wrong for doing what he's doing, but I bet you at the end of the day, when them dollar signs on the line, he gonna play.
I mean, he gonna play. What? Just who he gonna play for?
He gonna be the fucking highest paid player in the whole league. He gonna play. It may not be on the conditions he won't, but he at least gonna play for that bag. He's gonna play for that
eventually,
bag.
Or they trade him. But he is like he bring in most of their money anyway, bro. You can't like.
Right. Of course, he bringing in most of their money until they said if he leaves, that's a good amount of your. Well, you ain't like you can resell the jerseys you already sold, but still, he's still probably number one selling jersey. Still, if not him or Devontae Adams. So and he's definitely the leader of that team, the offense. Like he's a big locker room presence. So
and he makes the head coach's offense work. So that shows you right there.
The player
is more important than the head coach.
He does.
The player is more important than the head coach.
We're not going to say that. And to some degree, Randy, you're right, but not all the times, bro. It doesn't work just like, oh yeah, he a star player. He more important than the head coach. Because would you say that about Bill Belichick? Nope, you would not. You would say he's equally valued, the same as Tom Brady.
Hell no. I still won't say that. Tom Brady made Belichick.
Yes, because you lost your mind.
Tom Brady made Belichick.
When the game defense, fool, what are you talking about? That was no high scoring ass game.
All right, but that's just one game, bro. What happened to the other 5 Super Bowls?
What you mean? One game? Won the Super Bowl, though.
That was one Super Bowl. What happened to the other 5 Super Bowls? Brady made that shit happen.
Game. No, it's been defense too, though, bro. The one when they could have lost that game against Seattle if they dumbass would have ran the ball. Marshall Humphrey ran the ball for a touchdown, but they dumbass threw the ball. And guess who won the game? Defense.
Okay, for one possession, Jeff. What happened the rest of that game, Jeff? They couldn't do shit with Marshawn. Marshawn running through that shit.
Bro, it was 2 top offenses going against each other, bro, against 2 really good defenses, too. That's what happens, bro. It happens. The best defenses get scored on, too. And the best offenses get stopped, too, bro. It happens. It happens.
You saying Belichick more important than Brady. You think Belichick would have won them championship without Brady?
Listen, bro. Tom Brady will not have the success he has without Belichick. What you say? He will not be where he's at without Belichick.
So they needed each other to have success.
Exactly. That's
up until last year. Up until last year,
bro. By that time, man, fucking Tom Brady's damn near a coach himself already.
All right, so that makes him even more important.
That's 20 years.
Himself.
But listen. But that's 20 years of winning experience, Randy.
All right. So
winning experience.
So that made it more important.
Legacy in 20 years in fucking in New England, bro.
That made him more important than Bruce Arians.
Listen, Randy. It became a point where it's like certain players ascend above just being a player. You see what I'm saying? That's that role Tom Brady has filled, because he's not only just a quarterback, which is one of the most important positions in football, but he's a team leader, and he could damn near run the offense by himself if he needs to. He
was doing it damn near by himself
later in the season, because the Bucs was not playing as great as they was in the beginning of this season. They was looking like shit. They were looking horrible.
So that goes to show that Tom Brady was more of a factor than Bruce Arians.
It takes time, bro. It takes chemistry. Even the best players needs time to sync with their teammates and their head coach in the plays, bro. It's not just he gonna come in there and it's gonna click. No, it doesn't happen like that. You need time to develop, bro. And that's with the coaches and the players. It's not just, Tom Brady gonna run this and this is what it's gonna do and this and that. No, because Tom Brady on the fucking sideline subbing in players too, keeping people fresh and he not doing all that, bro. What are you talking about?
So the head coach just manages the game. He manages everything. That's
you making it way complicated than what it is.
I ain't making it complicated. We getting the intricate details of everything.
It goes more into depth, bro. When you're talking about these roles the head coaches feel they have to do on the sideline, bro. Where they have to rotate their players, make sure they're not having.
I'm not saying he's a non-factor, bro. I'm just saying Brady was more factor than him.
No, but you're saying that. What you're saying is Bruce Arians' role, as far as with the Bucs, the success they had winning the championship, they could have done that without him. That's what you're saying, and I don't think that's true at all. I don't.
I think they could have done it without him. If they would have brought in another head coach.
What head coach you talking about though? Who you getting to replace him? Because that's what
Byron Leftwich could have been the head coach. The offensive coordinator they got now.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Only why I say that. Only reason why I say that he lacks. He has. I mean, he was a player himself, but I'm not gonna just say he's gonna be a better head coach outright than Bruce Arians. He's now definitely a future head coach.
I'm not saying he was better. I'm
now.
just saying he could have had the same success as Bruce Arians.
I don't think
Because
so.
Tom Brady's the Antonio Brown.
Because I don't think he would have had the ability to literally adapt mid-season like Bruce Arians did. The mental capacity to be like, oh, my shit ain't working. All right, well, let me dial back and let me see what this vet quarterback got to say. Well, like what plays he want to implement. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has the mental. Because guess what? He's damn near just as young as Tom Brady, if not younger. So now you got
he's been less stubborn, Joe.
No, that's what, bro. That's ego, bro. That's ego, bro. Brian Leftwich now in his 40s, I don't think. Is he?
Yeah, you're older than that. Yeah, you're older than that.
Right. That means you would have had. He might be, but guess Tom Brady older than him. Easy. Yeah. Tom Brady older than him. Easy. So you got your star head, your starting quarterback older than your damn head coach. That's not good, bro. That's not good at all.
It's happened like that all the time in the NBA.
I'm talking about football. What has that ever happened in football?
Sean McVay. He was only 30 years old when he started.
Sean McVay?
Sean McVay with the Rams. When he first got a job, he was 30 years old.
Who's quarterback was?
His quarterback was young, but he still had veterans on that team, though.
But listen to what I'm saying to you.
Oh, so you just talk about strictly the quarterback.
Yes.
Okay, you just saying strictly the quarterback.
He's the leader of the team, man. We've been talking about this for the longest, bro. Bro. We're talking about the leaders of the teams, bro. Ain't no leader of the team just gonna come in there and run the show without the coaches, bro. It ain't gonna happen. Not on defense or offense, bro.
I mean, I didn't say without coaches. I'm just saying they are a bigger factor than the coach.
No, not at all.
Tom Brady is a bigger factor than Bruce Arians, bro.
That's one example. That's one instance. You name any other team or any other player. If you gonna say Drew Brees was a bigger factor.
No, I'm not saying that either. They hand in hand.
But that's what you say.
Hand in hand.
You only giving me one example.
Well, Peyton Manning went to the Broncos. When Peyton Manning went to the Broncos. Same shit.
No, he wasn't. No, Randy, no.
Why is it no?
He played like shit the year he won the Super Bowl.
I'm talking about his whole time he was there, though.
No, hell no. They beat, bro. They had one of the best defenses that year. Probably, man, they had a badass defense that year, bro. I'm talking about the whole time he was in Denver, bro. But they made Cam Newton look like shit, bro. So when the Denver got to the Super Bowl, when they played Seattle, what happened? Got their ass towed up. So what is you saying?
They got their ass
beat. They couldn't do shit.
But they still got to the Super Bowl, though.
But where's all that experience you saying that this quarterback supposed to come out of him, he's supposed to lead this team to victory? Man, that man couldn't do shit with them people, man.
Right,
what are
they
you
got
talking
to the
about,
Super Bowl, though, Joe.
That's coaching, bro. That's coaching.
But it's more so the player than actual coach, though, Joe. They wasn't gonna get to the Super Bowl with Tebow, bro. That's why they went and got Peyton Manning.
No, listen, bro. Listen. The defensive coordinator realized if you take away the best thing Peyton Manning can do, they ain't shit. The offense ain't going nowhere. You put pressure on that ass, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't doing no. He can't barely run and stay upright, stay straight up. Especially with that injury he had to his neck. He was half scared to get injured like that. He saw these big ass motherfuckers chasing him, running fucking fofos and shit like that. Big ass outside linebackers. Man, you tripping, man. Come on, bro.
So you think they would have had the same success if they kept Tebow at quarterback?
Not even to say that, but that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying, bro. No, like you say, like Peyton Manning, it wasn't a factor.
Listen, the only reason why they even went Peyton Manning's way because they wanted a quarterback that can throw the ball deep. That has experience, success with throwing the ball deep. That's an actual pocket quarterback. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't want a read option fucking wildcat formation type of quarterback. They didn't want that because they didn't see themselves winning with that type of quarterback.
All right, then.
You know what I'm
So they
saying?
went and got the better
but
quarterback that took them where they needed to go.
But bro, what I'm saying is because you're making it seem like Peyton Manning just came in there and he was just took over like, oh, this is my show. Yeah, he did good in the regular season and the postseason, but mostly was credit to that fucking defense, man.
You talking about 1 year, Jeff? I'm talking about
I'm talking about 2 years. I'm talking about the year they went, the year they won against the Panthers, and the year they got their ass beat by Seattle, bro.
So you think their defense got them to the Super Bowl against Seattle?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
What time is it, bro?
Yes.
We got to wrap this up because you
yes, bro.
You done said that. You done said Chauncey Billups did it better than Steve Nash, man. I can't do it. If I had some liquor right now, the whole bottle be gone. The whole bottle be gone. All right, man. So this has been an episode of the Blue Dollar Podcast, man. I'm Randy. My dog Jeff, man. We're gonna check back in next time with y'all, man. So just stay on point and stay rocking with us, man. We're gonna come out with way more episodes.
Yo.